So I actually took my time to watch the Danish Deception series, which is the story of a girl who was scammed, so to speak, by her Danish Prince Charming. And it got me thinking, the truth of the matter is, one, anybody can be scammed. Every single person can be scammed. It doesn't matter if you have years of experience dealing with men or women, as the case may be, you can be scammed, because there is something that a scammer would always use. And that is, a scammer would always give you the illusion that you are benefiting more from what you're about to do. So anytime you see cases where a woman is scammed by a man to the tunes of hundreds of thousands, they will always assume that they were getting more from the transaction. And that is the illusion. That is why some people would say you cannot be scammed if you are not greedy. So, for example, somebody who is rich, or a rich guy, would say, oh, I am into an investment. I just did a tiny little help of $50,000. And he will give you the illusion that you stood a lot to gain if you gave him that money. And that is how they trap you. So most of the times when people give out funds and then get scammed, it wasn't really because it was a benevolent act. It usually comes with the idea that you are going to get something from it. For some people, it's the idea of building a life together with the person. That is how romance scam works. So you are giving money and the idea that in return, you are going to get a partner. Okay, so when people come out and sometimes castigate people who share their scam stories and say things like, oh sis, were you that dumb? Were you that desperate? Were you that? All a person has to do to scam you is to give you the illusion that you are actually getting more from the transaction. And this could come in different ways, trust me. It could come with direct asking. It could come with initial investment into you. So sometimes some scammers will start off with giving you some loads of money, taking you out on trips, flying you out. And then you assume that, okay, somebody who can give me this amount of money would not have a problem maybe paying me back the money I'm about to borrow them with interest. And that's how they trap you. So I don't think there will ever be enough scam stories to stop scamming. You know, you hear so many stories and you would assume that by now everybody would know how not to get scammed. But that's not how life works. You know, you could hear 1,000 stories and right now somebody is still getting scammed. Right now. It's crazy.